conversation, never on the blocks.
Meet me by the bar.
Bars open.
Bars open.
Bars open.
Meet me by the bar.
Straight up, no chasing.
Welcome to Open Bar Podcast, where the conversation never on the rocks, but it's straight up no chaser. I am your boy C-Folk. We're back with another episode. Of course, we got to bring it to you with a guest. We got a special guest who's into the tech field. We're going to let him introduce himself.
What up, y'all? My name is Dre. I am the founder of LumiRx, entrepreneur, and just pretty much I do everything. It's the fun part of life is taking the journey, right?
That part.
Yes, sir.
So you do everything.
Yes.
We're going to get into it, man. Let's take a shot first of all. Let's just get a little bit of
Cheers.
Brandy and Monte on our system and get it started, man. Sometimes I get nervous when the cameras come on because that's just me. But
No, we definitely get nervous when the cameras go on.
yep, I'm not perfect. But for the first, man, tell people your industry of you in technology.
Yeah.
Right.
So I started in the medical field. I built product authentication. I seen the rise of artificial intelligence. AI has really set us on a different trajectory where people are trying to figure out what's real and what's not, what content is real and what's not. We had a whole strike in
real.
the industry because of it, right?
Yeah.
So product authentication and basically authenticity I see is going to be what is most important in the future because we're not going to be able to know what's real and what's not, what products are real, who's real, what people.
That's a fact.
Right? So I seen that immediate need of authenticity and I figured I was like, how can I produce this? And to be very fair, blockchain. Blockchain showed me exactly what the formula was, but the world isn't ready for blockchain yet. Well,
I've
we're
been hearing
getting
about
there,
that for some years,
right?
but yeah.
Well, at least, and especially when I first started, blockchain was seen as like NFTs. Everything
Right.
was NFT. But NFT is just a storage of data, right, on a blockchain that's tracked all the way through. And so I took that same concept and just basically applied it to products and said, with counterfeit drugs being like the #1 leading industry in the world, right? If I could just take 1% of that, that is a massive amount of counterfeit products, drugs, everything. So
And that's pretty dope because a lot of people, like when you buy shoes off StockX.
StockX had that big lawsuit, right? Because nobody could tell anymore what was real and what's not. China
Right.
got so good at making these fake products that nobody knew what Jordans were real. They're passing the inspections and like just simply adding a tag at the point of when it's made can change that whole thing.
Right, exactly. I just thought about that just now. Like, yeah, Jordans to what else did people fabricate? Now it
Bags,
is
watches,
definitely, yeah.
clothes, shoes. My industry, I stepped into medicine because
Okay.
I seen the biggest battle around the world. I took a big tour last year and I seen how impacted the world is by counterfeit drugs, by the medicines that they don't even know what's real. Like you go into other third world countries, they're taking, pills that are in these, you pop them out and everything, but they sell them by the strip. They rip them, and that's how you get your medicine. They open the box and give you just a strip of the medicine, so you don't even know what's real or what's not at that point. So that's where it really came into play, and I started meeting with different governments, and they were saying the same thing. They don't know what doctors are real. They don't know what, so it becomes a vast thing.
That's crazy. That means you pretty much was on your toes thinking because to corner that type of market is crazy. Authentication,
God gave it to me,
that's
to be very
crazy.
honest. I got blessed and I just seen the need, and God said, hey, find an industry that is, resistant to recession.
Right.
And
Recession-proof or-
recession-proof.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, yeah,
Recession-proof
yeah.
industry, and that's exactly what I looked for. What tech could I find that was recession-proof? And medical is we either live, we die, and our sickness and health is in between that. So
Right.
there's a guaranteed industry with its taxes and death. You know what I mean? So if you find within that field of how you can put technology to it, especially with AI, that's what I was telling you earlier.
Yeah.
If you can take AI and just apply it to what's we need to fix, you can have a very good company from that.
Yeah, because it's gonna find the loopholes for you for sure. Just like where they do, like some AIs, they are looking like you and me. Like we can be AI right now. Like it could be mouth movement and everything. NFTs for sure. But they call them the NFCs.
NFC chips.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I'm talking about like
The NFTs. You are right.
the people. I'm talking about the people like in the games. They call them
NPCs.
NPCs. Okay,
Yes.
I said that.
I look at a lot of people today and I'm
I
like,
do too.
whoa, kind of, how did we get here? There's a lot of people who's just so stuck, dead set with their thought processes, with stuck in the 9 to 5, and like you work, you party with your friends, you spend all your money on holidays, you get into more debt, and then you
Do
pass
all
it
over.
on. Yeah. So
That is crazy. That's exactly. Are you talking about? Because I have a 95 too. So when people come in and they say certain stuff, I'll be like, "Are you okay?"
no, there's a lot of people who stuck into that world, but what you see, you have 9 to 5, but you figured out that there's more to it. That's why we're both sitting right here, right?
Yeah.
You figure out that there's so much more to this, and what I want people to understand is that it really is. What we believe is kind of like your bubble, and you can't outgrow your bubble until you pop it,
Right.
right?
Heck yeah.
So you popped it, and I guarantee you this open bar podcast is going to be 1 million by next year.
Oh yeah, it's already doing good.
Quote me on that.
It's already doing really good actually right now.
Yeah.
I'm actually pushing 400,000 downloads. So it's
see?
it's doing what it's supposed to do for the most part. Like so,
And
I'm
this-
just trying to get into more of the getting more sponsors to, come aboard, partners. I don't call them sponsors because it's like we're doing it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
I mean, it's
partnerships.
a blessing, right? To like
Yeah.
have brands, because everybody now wants to grow. That
Yeah.
is the biggest thing. But user-generated content is going to be the biggest thing coming
Mm-hmm.
forward, right? And so having real content is the key.
And to authenticate that.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
You quartered it though, so I got it when we just were talking about it. Like I understand it, like because it is a lot of fake
everything.
fake news.
Mm-hmm.
You got Donald Trump and other people dancing and moonwalking. It's like what the hell? Who did that?
Right. They're passing like literally now. Companies or not companies, hackers are making these fake pages on Twitters. And they're taking stocks and fake posts and fake videos and tanking stocks so that they can rebuy in and do X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
How do we know it's real? How do we know who's tweeting what?
Right.
I literally use all of my posts from AI. And they get just as much engagement, just as if when I did it myself.
That's
right?
dope. I mean, like I said, I have another podcast,
Right.
true crime podcast with AI. So
And there's so much that you can do to it, what people just don't, like two of my homies, younger than both of us. I was like, oh bro, go throw your assignment into ChatGPT and let it do it. They go, what's ChatGPT? Hold on.
you don't know what that is?
Hold on. How old are you again? He's like 27, 24.
They better figure it out.
No, we got to figure it out.
You gotta figure it out, man.
Who figures it out earliest is when internet started taking over and everybody said, no, internet isn't it.
Right.
Look at us now.
Right.
Phones. When phone came and they're like, no, we won't carry that every single day. Look at us now.
Right.
Literally, it's attached to us.
Every
There
day.
is one thing that, not even your jewelry.
Right.
Right? Like, the phone stays attached to us to the most.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They better figure it out. AI is a monster. It's getting worse.
I think we're on our second round of figuring this out.
How many do you think we have to go for as far as AI?
Somebody else figured it out already. The Egyptians are before all of this, right? That's why we have all this technology that got left behind, and then now we're catching up again, and people are starting to figure it out. So
I watched this this TikTok where they said in a few years AI is actually going to be running the country.
I think the LinkedIn's co-founder today quoted that by 2034, which is what, 11 years or 10 years, there will be no more 9-to-5 jobs at all.
What? How?
That's the LinkedIn co-founder saying that there will be no more 9-to-5 jobs. But think about it like this, and a lot of people are scared of this, but every 9-to-5 job, whether by robot or by AI brain, if that could take over someone's job, not in a bad way, but release you to go do something else.
But it'll be so much more stuff going on.
how many people could go dance, can go do music, can go play basketball, can go chase a sport, can go...
Do you think it'd be a better world with something like that?
If you didn't have to work, don't you think it would be a better world?
In a sense?
If you didn't have to pay bills and if you didn't have to work and you could focus on what you truly love.
In a sense?
Most people don't even know what they truly love. Like, in reality, that's why most people panic, because if you took away what they did every single day, what the heck would you do?
Right.
And then they don't know how to make money, because that's all we ever have to think about is money.
Right.
So then take away that concern. You don't got to wake up at 9 tomorrow to go check in, to go do work, to go do that. You just, for the rest of your life, forever now, find something you love to do.
Health. Work on your health.
Right?
Yeah. A lot of people don't work out and do stuff because of the time they have to go to work. Or
Right. How many people could be healthy, not eat bad foods, not do the, things
They getting us with this bad food for sure.
I'll tell you, they always say the vegan speaks it in the room. I've been in it for 8 years, vegetarian for 8 years, and this is the healthiest I think I've ever been.
Vegan?
Yes.
I went vegan for 6 or 8 months.
I'm more vegetarian. It's hard to give up cheese.
I gave up everything, like
Really?
cold turkey. Like
Then what happened?
anything that had a mother attached to it, I didn't eat it at all. It wasn't cheese, it wasn't nothing. It was straight veggie. If it was vegan,
What took you back?
I don't know, actually. It was just one day I was just like, I was either losing too much weight, I think.
That is a big thing I battle.
Yeah, I was losing too much weight. That was a good time though. Like I felt like I could sleep better. And
Yeah. But the
like
weight
that.
thing definitely messed with your brain, because one days I'm
I got
like,
skinny. I was like, oh
yeah.
yeah, we're not doing this.
I get out to like 180, and then if I like really start eating clean, my metabolism's so fast, 165. What the heck? What just happened?
It got serious for me. And then I stopped eating like meat because I went to like this restaurant, and then the chicken just didn't taste like, it wasn't chicken for me. And I was like, what the hell is going on?
To be very fair, okay, I'm not against, like, I'm not like this whole super vegan person, like, right? Yeah. I just believe in being healthy. Diabetes runs crazy in my family, and I just want, like, hey, if meat turns to sugar and sugar turns to carbs and then I will avoid that, and it's been working.
Right.
But I always just tell people is like, with tech going how it is and medical technology going how it is, the people who take care of their bodies, I feel like we're going to live a lot longer than what we're expecting. 150, 175, who knows? Like, really, with tech how it's going. So, but the people who didn't take care of their bodies aren't going to make it that far.
Like 70.
Right.
60.
Right.
But so what about the people that's in, China or Asia? They live a long time and they drink a lot.
They drink a lot, but that's a big question, because you could say that they don't eat healthy or they eat healthier. But when I went out there, everything was meat. I had nothing to eat as a vegetarian out there. It was hard for me in Tokyo. It was hard for me in Vietnam. It was hard for me in Singapore. It was hard for me in all the countries because there was everything was meat based.
Right.
So I literally sat there like, people
they
living
eat a
so
lot
long.
of pork. They eat a lot of.
To be very fair, I think what it is stress. We stress ourselves to death because stress causes sickness in your body, right? And if you're
like
eating bad, right? If you're eating bad, if you put bad gas in your car, and then it's not properly tuned, is what's gonna happen.
Right.
I'm just saying.
You want some more? You
Yes,
good
please.
With that?
We talk about some crazy stuff.
No, you good, man. Making time. We did get off subject, man, talking about your company, but
I mean, really, my company is handling this. This is the part of what I want to be. Like, if you look at the major brands of the world, Red Bull, Apple, Netflix, they cover so many different industries, so many different cultures, they're a household name because they embody the world. That's what I want to do with my company. I want to take the Red Bull concept. I want to take the Netflix concept. I want to take the Amazon concept and basically build that into health. Because right now in the health world, that's lacking. Right? There's, and that position wants to be filled, but how when everything is so swayed?
You took the big step as the authentication because it's a lot of, again, I'm gonna say it again, fake fruits, fake vegetables, fake meat, all that. So
Let's talk about the medicines, Ozempic.
Oh yeah. I'm not too familiar with Ozempic, so you can
Okay,
fill me in.
Ozempic is basically right now, females, be very careful because there is a pandemic of fake Ozempics out there, and it is killing people. It's getting them sick. Everybody wants to lose weight.
Oh, okay. It's a weight loss drug.
It's technically a diabetic drug. It's for your blood sugar. But people found out that it also increases your metabolism, so you start to lose weight faster.
Dang. So that's like taking crack to lose weight.
The FDA just is putting out articles and articles that fake Ozempics, fake this, fake that, because so many people just want to lose weight, and this is that quick, fast. No, it doesn't work like that, because what's going to happen is, again, you're destroying everything in here.
Might as well smoke crack.
Might as well. I mean, if you want to lose weight quick, how they used to do it in the 80s. I'm just saying.
110.
Facts.
I'm not promoting.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm not promoting that for sure.
And back in the day, I'm just saying, you knew somebody was getting skinnier, you're like, Now it's like, it's seriously people like generic drugs and things like that. And
Okay.
if you Google it, and actually, I'm not even going to say that one. Nope.
Go ahead.
Nope. 50% of every Viagra right now.
Okay.
You won't even know if it's real or not. 50%.
Half?
Half.
That's a big percentage.
You know how they say, like, go to the hospital if it's 4 hours or longer?
Those are the fake ones? Those may be the real ones. Who knows, huh? Damn.
If it was authenticated, we would know. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
If we knew it was
Right.
real, then there wouldn't be no questions.
Right.
But there is a question mark there. So that's where I really wanted to make a change and just say, hey, for the brands that are doing the right things, here is your way. You can tell your customer, you can tell the world, this is my product, this is my product, this is my product, that's my product. And I can make sure that, one, I can't get sued, because if it don't got my chip on it,
It ain't mine.
exactly. So I want it to be a benefit to
Right. What do you do for people or for fabricators to get a hold of the technology?
Say it again.
What do you do for the scammers that get a
Oh,
hold
okay,
of
scammers.
the technology? Say,
So-
for instance, they get a bottle and this is
It has my
whatever,
chip
they
on it?
Have your chip on it, and what if they
They get
duplicate?
one thing. If you scan my chip, you get one thing, and that's called a UUID. It's a code. Everything else is done on our end. You can't get nothing past that code. That code is all you get. So you need to get into our backend to even figure out what that is.
Gotcha.
You could see it, but
Yeah.
we're not going to tell you unless it's our chip.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And then that's how we make sure we know that that's ours.
Got you. That's
Or
dope.
theirs, sorry. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's ours because I want to be that pinnacle of trust.
Right.
Like, I want everybody to say, okay, there's that Lumi sticker on there. That's a good product. That's a quality product. It came, you can literally see from where it was manufactured to when it gets to you, right? So there's no more question of what could have happened in between.
Right.
Or just even if it's the one that's supposed to be there. Yeah.
That makes sense. That's a dope concept. Can't get around that shit.
I think it will help with StockX. It will help with Louis Vuitton, with all Gucci, with the big bag products. There's companies who have seen it, but what happened is the technology was too expensive, and then you had to order it from China. And if you couldn't get it from China, then where else do you get it from?
Right.
Right?
So your company is more B2B for sure.
Well, let's just stay there. But there's a lot to come on the B2C side, right?
Yeah.
Because my app...
For people who don't know what B2B is, it's business to business.
No, it was B2B to C.
B2C is business to consumer. So
Right.
some
So
people don't understand that.
there's a lot of businesses that's business to consumer. I handle all the way through.
Okay.
So what I also said was that there's a lot of data to be collected there, right? So when the end consumers, when you get this tequila right now and we scanned it, it'll just let a Grand Diamante, someone out here is enjoying your product.
Right.
And it will say that's your target customer because you know that in that
So
area.
that help with statistics as well. Bro, you trying to corner it, then on the corner, that's like a upsell.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Ooh,
a lot of upsells.
That's an upsell for sure. I'm with you.
I can do so many things. We're talking with banks right now for counterfeit checks.
Got you.
All the way down to we're talking with companies on, Elf on the Shelf?
Elf on the Shelf. I've heard of it, but not for sure.
It's this little, during Christmas, this little doll.
Oh, yeah. The little elf, yeah.
We can, if our tag is on that Elf on the Shelf, we can just send the parents ideas of what to do. Tonight, put your Elf on the Shelf on the Christmas tree and make it push over the star. Next night, scan it again. Put them on the sink, turn the sink on.
Yeah, the ideas for people who don't understand the concept of it as well.
We can give you constant engagement with your customer.
That's
not Instagram, not social media, right here, right? And it's like all you have to do on social media. Hey guys, go scan your product and see what exclusive. We're gonna have a party, next week. Come show up. Here's a free ticket.
Scan your product.
Right. It's prove that you're a customer. Not everywhere, like a lot of times people show up like.
That's a dope concept because that runs along. That runs the same line with Lil Russell. He's straight from him to customer, and it's like he let the customer spend however much money, and then they have like access to it. So he's like, just go do this, and
exactly.
That's dope.
It's the most important data is the customer. Right, and so like if we can get down to the customer right now, if you could talk to your consumers, then you can build a better product and then keep doing better, right?
Not only that, it's retention for sure.
That's the biggest thing because with social media now, add, everything is pushed that wants to be pushed. We'll just touch that part. But if you can say, hey, customer that loves tequila, or hey, customer that loves, clothing, you love my brand, I can drop exclusive 101 of those, and I can mark. So, like when you go to, like, let's say you went to Floyd Mayweather's last fight ever. How do you say, I bought that shirt, and this shirt's worth X, Y, and Z?
Right.
If my chip's on it, I can prove that you bought it at that time, that day, that place.
You getting deep, bro. That's because I'm thinking about the process of like you can do it to where you do a good giveaway.
Oh, go deeper. You can do it. Bro.
You do a giveaway and be
you
like,
know what I mean?
Go and scan your product or bottle or whatever, and whoever gets the.
Hey, go watch my video, and whatever random person scans the bottle today is gonna get X. You'll get a free ticket to my next show. Or you'll get the free hoodie.
Streams, that produces.
Right.
That's crazy.
And then people's gonna constantly keep your products because they're gonna say, well, what if? You know what I mean? Like, what if one day they're like, here's a free ticket. You're gonna be scanning
not
it.
Only
like
that, it gives them. They make them go and buy more too. So
right, because the more odds you have.
Yeah.
And like, think back to the days. Remember Monopoly and Stater Brothers?
Or Monopoly and McDonald's.
McDonald's, right? Those were all NFC chips. It's the same concept.
Where the hell you get this idea from again?
God bless me with this one. I will definitely, and I always said, when I get there, that I will glorify that it was given to me. Whether it was energy, source, God, whatever that someone believes, it was given to me. I didn't come up with this on my own. I used to have real estate. I used to do car rentals. I used to do marketing. That was Dre's background before all of this.
Right.
So I was just given the vision that I studied the markets. That was honestly what it was. I did marketing for 10 years. So I learned deeply where the industries went up and down and up and down. And, textiles at one point was making the most money. I was getting companies who would pay me so much money for flooring. It was crazy.
Flooring?
Yeah. I would just do all of their ads. Millions of dollars for flooring. Because at one point, everyone wanted to buy houses and renovate houses. I was millions of dollars in ads. I knew that was I could have started my own textile company and killed it. Like literally, I wish I had known what I know today.
I mean, that just goes to show that you be on top of your research, because a lot of people don't understand that. To have the mindset to figure it out is
hard.
big.
It's definitely hard, but if you can see it, you've seen it with this. This is a big industry.
Big. Before, and that's the crazy part. I was doing it because I had cameras and I was shooting music videos, and then I couldn't get nobody to actually shoot music videos to make money. So I was like, I'm gonna do a podcast and record it and put it on YouTube.
Well, now you know me because I know people who do that stuff too. So
Yeah, dope. That's crazy. And then now look at this industry. Like, it's crazy right now. It's like you gotta go to podcasting to do anything right now. Like,
because
even with streaming, with
it's the content. Even on Instagram, everything is podcast style.
Yeah.
Cut here, cut here. Look at the camera. Say, you know what I mean? Like, people don't.
That's crazy. Podcasting took over the world.
Every content now is a either self content or podcast form content, because people want to be told the things that they don't want to say to themselves.
That's dope. I feel better now about podcasting. Even though I feel good about it.
You're
anyway.
telling everybody the things that they don't want to say. Like, hey, I'm working a 9 to 5, but I seen that there is more. Mm-hmm. And nobody was like, well, but I want to play video games tonight. What you mean?
Video games too.
You know,
I play Call of Duty all day.
And you still do this. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
people think that because X, I can't do Y, so I'm just gonna Z. Like, that's what I always say. If you're gonna go to sleep or you're gonna waste time here, at least make sure you did the work beforehand.
Right. Yeah, because that's where your money gonna come in at. You got to plant the seed so you can be able to benefit from it. So you got to do the work.
It's not hard work. It's smart work.
Yeah, and if you do enough of it, you can kick your feet up. You can.
But
really
people
kick
think
your feet
that
up.
like if you do, that produces results, and that is not how it works anymore. If you plan, then you are prepared for that opportunity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So that's you got a plan for sure. The podcast is like that though. Like, all of our episodes are pre-recorded. We do some lives. We haven't did one in a while, but they're pre-recorded and they mapped out.
You should do Twitter Spaces.
Yeah, you talking about the audio. Yeah.
I used to do those a lot with the NFT world. I hosted the first Bored Apes space on Twitter with my homie Illa, the producer, but it created thousands of people listening. Like, everyone. Like, I was going through and it was just like celebrity, business, celebrity, business, and we're just sitting there talking, and people are listening.
You gotta figure that out. There is a way to actually hook our equipment up to.
It's just the audio.
Yeah.
You 100%. You can stream this live right now with the audio.
Yeah.
Anybody
That's what
can.
I'm saying. I have the board to hook a phone up.
Yeah, that's how I used to do
so
mine.
we can go stream.
That's how I used to do mine, 100%.
Yeah, they can record and then we can be talking and it can be. Yeah, got the whole little. It could happen. That's dope. But I never looked into Twitter Spaces because Twitter is oversaturated with other stuff.
Not anymore.
Yes.
Elon, Elon's trying. I'm an Elon fast, I will say, because Elon figured out how to get where he is. So at the end of the day, I give him respect. But Twitter can also bring you a whole fan base of people just like us. Because I used to be on there doing spaces for literally 8 hours a day.
Have you tried Clubhouse or Fan Base?
Clubhouse, everybody on Clubhouse transitioned over to X. Literally, it's like everybody's over there. There's financial trading, stocks in the morning, there's NFTs, there's health and fitness, there's mental health, there's everything.
You gotta try it out. I'm gonna have to do it.
It's worth it to, and that's why I tell everybody is, if you're doing the content or you're doing the action, get the reward.
I'm gonna have to check it out. Put more effort into Twitter, because X. Because I look at it, I'll be like,
It's worth it.
It's like,
because you look at it, as much as it's where Donald Trump and a lot of these people will complain if they get banned on it. If it was Snapchat, you think that you don't see them saying like, I'm banned off of Snapchat.
Snapchat is still underground right now. But people are making crazy money off of it.
100%. It's a good platform. But right now, political, business, all of that stuff, especially if you said you want to be towards the business world, this is perfect for it.
Yes.
Right?
Okay. I'm gonna look into that. Yeah. Look into that for sure. We got to now. Especially when you listen to somebody who's ahead of the curve.
Hey, I'll tell you, this content right here, a lot of people are scared to do because they don't want to mess up. They got to have it perfect. The perfect background, the perfect sound, the perfect lighting. If it's not perfect, I don't want to do it.
You got to grow to that though.
Exactly.
That's
what a lot of people don't
started.
understand.
How I started was just audio, just a Rodecaster, and actually I didn't even start with the Rodecaster. I started with H4n mic and 2 microphones.
That's literally
I
how
went
it
from
starts.
that, and then I got the Rodecaster because I started doing the research on how to do it.
Right.
Then I figured out where to put it at, and then I
Right.
figured out how to go, and I did the little work, and now we on all streaming platforms, on YouTube, and we're 400,000 deep.
There you go.
So,
And you'll be 1 million by the end of this year. I'm speaking it into your existence.
Hey,
right?
Hey, that's where we need to be at.
1 million downloads by the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
That's my goal for my company. I want 1 million downloads. And you see, that's God saying,
Yeah,
you on the
for
right
sure,
path?
for sure, for
You on
sure.
the right path?
That's for sure, for sure.
Right?
That's that type shit right there. type shit.
And that's what makes it fun, right? You know, at the end of the day, we have a choice of what we do. Everybody has a 24-hour battery. This is my new
Theory.
Thank you.
I'm with you.
So you have 24 hours worth of battery time. What you think of expends that battery. So if you're sitting there all day saying like, I need a haircut, you just use 1%. I need gas today, you just use 1%. I can't stand my coworker, you just use 10%. Exactly, right? Because then you're gonna go home, talk to X, Y, and Z about it because you're giving so much of your battery to that.
That's a good theory.
Now, if you place that battery and just empty it and just say, I'm gonna 100% focus on Tequila Don Diamante.
Gran Diamante.
Sorry, that shit hitting. It's good. And this is what comes from someone who puts 100% into building a product.
No, for sure.
Right? Because what we don't understand is just the distractions of what keeps us from achievement.
That makes a whole lot of sense because I used to say that, like when certain things happen, I was like, I'm not going to worry about that. It's not worth the time.
Because it's thrown in your way to say, okay, if you figure out the right path, you're going to get immediately some type of drama in your life. Your ex is going to break up with you, or no, wait, that doesn't make no sense.
What you mean? That's over. That's been over years.
Right. You're gonna run into shit where it's like it's gonna bring you backwards or try. And literally speaking, saying to like, oh mom, hey, I just want to vent today. You are using your 24-hour battery to give that energy. Now, what if you use that energy to say, I had a hard day. I don't even want to talk about the details, but I'm going to have a better day tomorrow.
Right.
Now you just took that energy and just pushed it forward.
Right. You just got to figure it out.
But everybody goes, girl, you know what I had to deal with today? Or I call my ma, you know what the heck I had to deal with today, right?
Yeah.
My CTO had a heart attack a week ago.
What the hell is a CTO?
Chief Technology Officer.
For your company?
Yes.
Yikes.
Had a heart attack a week ago.
Are they okay?
He's back in the saddle working yesterday.
Yeah. But just
A week. He took a week and it was like, yo, I'm back to work. My man needs a shot. I think we all need a shot, sir.
Shot, sir.
Give me a double, man.
He needs a double.
Give me a double, man.
Got a motherfucker working and shit.
Oh, man. This tequila, you gonna have to drive home.
I know.
There you go. Yes, sir.
All right. Say their name again.
Gran Diamante. Yeah.
I've been drinking whiskey, but definitely
Whiskey's good.
Yeah.
Whiskey has a acquired taste.
Okay,
You have
tip.
to sip that as well.
You want someone to take you serious? Go to a bar and say, give me a Macallan 12. Macallan 18 if you got the money, and a Macallan 25 if you got the money. The bartender immediately is going to go, yes, sir, I got you. Here you go. I'll be right back. And they're going to skip every other person because they know that you know expensive liquor and you know what good money is.
So what's wrong with Johnny Walker?
Johnny Walker's fine, but if you go say a Macallan 12,
Macallan?
they're going to
Or
go,
they pronounce it Macallan.
Macallan,
It's
thank
It's really good with cigars.
exactly. And
That's
they're going to
what
go,
it is, too.
Yes, sir. Right away. I'll be right back. And I swear to God, it don't matter if there's 20 people waiting for tequila shots. You say, give me a Macallan 25, they're going to be like, here you go. Thank you. Because they know, oh, that's a
I'm
businessman.
gonna try that.
And then you can go order your tequila.
I'm gonna try that. See what's up. I have the Blue Label Johnny Walker. I drink a little bit of whiskey here and there.
I picked it up only because I learned that, okay, when you get that respect. When other people hear you order that, I kid you not, I've been at bars where other businessmen have literally come and sit next to me.
Hence to Open Bar Podcast.
Right. That's why I'm telling you. The whiskey
The type
game.
of conversations. They be like, hey man, what you doing? What, how you
Exactly,
doing,
because
bro?"
they're going to say, oh, you had either a long day or you're a businessman,
Yeah.
which means you had a long day.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
100%, that's what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna take that advice right there. Macallan.
Go Macallan 12. If you just want to go to bars and meet people, Macallan 12, grab one. You don't see anybody you like, go to the next one. Legitimately, that's the best way to network. Because if someone, even the bartender, they'll give you attention if they know,
Yep,
okay, this
but
person.
if they know their stuff too.
Exactly.
There's a whiskey bar downtown LA, so.
Oh, exactly. No, we definitely have to go then. You know what I mean? I like to
And
go.
I don't know the name of it, but they have cigars in there too as well.
I go to the one if people want. There's Mission Matters, and that's one of my homies. He hosts the podcast and books and everything in Beverly Hills. Excuse me. Ooh. And it's called Mission Matters.
Mission Matters.
I'll invite you out to the next one, but they do a wine and cigar night. And you go out, doctors, scientists. Like, I mean, bro, anything. If you want to upgrade your life, upgrade the people you're around.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely, for sure. That's a fact, for sure. Because you look around and you be like, who's going to motivate me when I'm not motivated?
And even if that's the case, if you're the highest person in your circle, then that means you are responsible for pushing yourself until you get to the next circle. Because there's that weird gap. And a lot of people don't know that. They don't tell you. You can go from, yes, my life sucked to, okay, I'm chasing my dreams. But they don't tell you that in between chasing my dreams sucks. That shit is hard. And that's where everybody goes, nah. I'm going to go back over here where at least I know where my check is coming.
Yeah, a comfortable space.
Right. If you don't know where your check is coming, people gonna go,
I'm learning. I'm not learning. I'm just getting
It's real though.
what they call that
Knowledge. We getting knowledge.
confirmation. Thank you, my brother. I'm getting confirmation
That's what it
because
is.
I know these things, but it's like sometimes
You really gotta step into it. Like if you want this to be real, I'll tell you. One of my good homies, Sean Kelly, he started this podcast a year ago, I would say. And he hit me up. He was like, Dre, hey, I'm doing this podcast. And he's got 10 million followers on Instagram. And he's hit me like, Dre, you want to come on my podcast? Yeah. But Lumi started taking me in so many crazy directions I couldn't make it. Next thing I know, he's the next #1 business podcast in the world.
what's the name of it?
I will show you at the end, but his Sean Kelly,
Sean
right?
Kelly.
That he hosts it, and it's because he takes everybody, like conspiracy theorists to factuals to just entertainment. Because at the end of the day, a podcast is the new
conversation.
form of conversation, right? So if you could just take that concept and push it in 1 year, he went from charging X, Y, and Z to charging 1, 2, and 3. I'll tell you that.
To come on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
To the point where big people are coming, very, very big people, but he's stuck with giving people knowledge.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So, how would you pass this knowledge on to like the next generation? How would you influence the next generation of tech?
You got to bring it
gurus?
to where they can understand. My whole branding, literally.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you, and I'm gonna tell you with this. Even with this layout, I'm gonna challenge you, and I want to see. Okay, what are the biggest brands in the world right now? Oh, I didn't wear their shirt. Essentials.
Essentials? Oh yeah,
Right.
the clothing.
Because pastel, light coloring, very neutral based, right? Because with so many different people today, right, to be very sensitive, is if you can take on all inhibiting. Look at Apple's branding. They spend hundreds of millions of dollars to know their branding is on point. Kylie Cosmetics, Netflix, all of them, their branding is so precise and specific because they know what everyone, from the younger generation to the old generation, what can adapt. And you got to take on that same concept, right? I took an airport from being an airport to lifestyle branding. You know what lifestyle branding is, right?
Yes.
Like active stuff and 4.7% passenger rate to 13.7% passenger rate. And in an airport, that's millions of dollars differences.
Big.
Branding is everything,
Absolutely.
right? That's what the key is nowadays, like literally building a page and just showing your journey. Building a page and showing your brand. Building that you're willing to struggle and show everyone else that you're willing to struggle because no one else is willing to show that.
Yeah. That's why I be telling the artists that I deal with. It's like, right now, you're a content creator.
Yeah, 100%.
You're a content creator. Regardless of you being an artist and you doing music, you're a content creator. So whatever you got to do, you got to post it.
There's content creators whose songs hit and then they become artists and vice versa.
Yep.
Right? And like, everybody has so set today what they want to be. I will say, in my journey, adaptivity, which is being able to adapt to your environment.
Right.
Becoming a marketer to becoming a financial expert, to becoming a investing guru, to becoming a spiritual guider, right? Like being able to adapt to what is needed in an environment will forever keep you in a place where you don't have to worry about where your life is going.
Boom. Let that sink in. Nah, but that's real though. That's real. To be able to adapt is big. Anybody that knows how to adapt is going to be the most successful.
And that's what we all are with athletes. They just adapt to the game.
Right.
Right? Like you have 7-footers who can drain a three from 40 feet. What happened? They adapted to the
Had to
game.
learn how to- If you ain't shooting threes, my boy, you weak. Who was one of the centers that was actually busting ass with the 3-pointers?
I mean, you can go with Durant. You can go
Even
with...
Yao Ming bust a few
Yeah.
threes.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I think he hit like one.
He was busting them too.
Even Shaq hit one at two at a time.
Yeah.
But look at what we went from. Dwight Howard, Shaquille O'Neal to centers who can literally cross over
It's
and
adapting.
shoot a three.
Adapting.
What happened?
They had to adapt.
Because we became more agile. Training became better. People became more fit and figured out I could still be 7 foot tall and move as fast as a 5-foot point guard. So think about that in the business world. Everybody looks at business so traditionally, which is like you start a company, you literally like make a product or you make a service or what if you make a service that has a product that serves X, Y, and Z people? There's people who make branding very specific to Japanese culture, to Chinese culture, to American culture, and they make a ton of money.
Tell me about that. Well, I was about to say anime, but everybody watch anime.
Everybody watch anime.
Everybody watch anime.
Anime is literally
I don't, but I know everybody that do. I don't really understand it yet, so.
is the concept of not ever giving up.
That's what anime is?
Goku, not ever giving up. Black Clover, never giving up. It's the concept of you hit a wall and you're faced with the challenge and you have the choice to give up and go backwards and just go back to normal life, the 9 to 5 to whatever we decide to do, or just dive 100% and say, I could be great.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check it out.
You go out and do that
everybody,
too.
a lot of people actually be saying like the anime is like dope, but I can't grasp it. Like I don't understand it yet. I might have to start back at ground zero to even get to it. Like that's how sometimes where you can't jump in the middle. Like, okay. The
easiest one, Demon Slayer. Everybody loves Demon Slayer because the production, right? Like it's expensive. They put $5 million, I think, to every single episode.
That's crazy.
Which means, okay, it's enjoyable to watch. A lot of people don't like to watch the old stuff. So if you can go find something new, and it's all about you hit adversity, you what's the word? It starts with a P. You push through, persevere. Thank you. You persevere through the hard times.
My boy vocabulary is on hit.
You know what I'm saying? You persevere through hard times and you get stronger.
Persevere. Okay.
So in podcast world, if another podcast came and said, hey, Open Bar Podcast is kind of hinging on my trademark. You know what? You guys can't do this anymore. Are you going to stop and never do it again?
Of course not.
You hit a hard time, you persevere, and you push through.
You're not about to tell me that.
That's all anime
My shit
is.
trademarked.
That's literally all it is. And you're going to hit that. You're going to hit one day, and actually, knock on wood, I don't want that. I don't want you to hit
No,
that.
I'm saying it's trademarked already.
Right.
I already
So
did
you're
It's
good.
trademarked and LLC and all that.
Then you protected yourself. And a lot of people don't know that.
No, they don't.
Exactly. Good job, sir.
Yeah.
That's good.
I did that years ago. Just because.
Can
Honestly,
you tell
I didn't
people
even know
what
where it was
trademark
gonna be
means?
at.
What does trademark mean?
I can only tap on it a little bit. So trademark is to protect your
Your idea. Let's just put it like that.
Logo. It can be the concept. Or something
It's
like
to
that,
protect your IP.
Yeah.
Right? And most people,
Intellectual property.
intellectual property.
IP,
You
yeah.
protect your idea.
Yeah.
And there's people whose trademark words.
Yeah.
You got it, dude. Or let's get ready to rumble. That's
Right.
trademarked.
That was that. He got
Right?
so much money off of that.
Right? So that's people don't know you can make money with just the simplest things.
Just do
It's
it.
not as hard as we really think.
Yeah. That's dope. Your idea for authentication is crazy because you can actually expand on so many different things.
I just want to provide a way for manufacturers, brands to talk to their consumers and make their products better.
So how do you explain this to a new company who's not really
If you have a
Understanding.
product, right? All right. If you got a product, this is the easiest way to explain it. And let's say you're not hit by the counterfeit world. No problem. You want a better ROI, return on interest? That is literally saying, if you're on Amazon right now doing drop shipping, who's your end customer?
You don't know
I can tell you.
with the authentication.
Right. Every person who scans it, you get data. Data is the biggest thing. So if you want to touch your end consumer, put my chip on it.
So if they scan it, are they putting their birth date, their location,
It's
things
just
like that?
whatever they decide to give to you. So if you are selling 1 million bottles of these every day, right? Or every month. Let's just say every month you sell 1 million bottles and you can get 10% of that data just to know specifically where they are. In Austin, Texas, you get 20% more consumers than you do in Idaho. You're going to send more inventory to Texas.
Right. Just
Right?
to make sure that they got it.
Exactly. So
Gotcha.
I'm going to better your business by showing you where you're getting better sales, where you're getting better marketing, you're getting better ROI. And the same price you're going to pay for your label anyways.
Yeah. I have to hook you up with a few of them, so y'all can get busy. This one right here is the newest one. We're trying to get that one going.
It's the
right
Tino.
now. It's the Tino. Yeah, it's a sparkling
It's
water.
good.
Yeah.
The blood orange.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, cactus
It's
pear.
a yep, cactus pear, and then lemon. But yeah, that's dope, man.
We have to really push forward with these brands because everybody has a new product. And you're going to see with the AI age, everybody's going to have a new brand.
What? Everybody's doing it. Even the automation.
Yeah.
Automation.
You no longer have to think about, how to create your business, but have the idea and have it done for you. Now it's going to come down to whose is the best. Who has the best technology, who has the best branding, who has the best everything.
Who can prove that shit is theirs? Authentication.
Exactly.
What is the next step for your company?
Right now?
It's Lumi, right?
Yes.
Lumi.
I think right now we are going to keep pushing with just authenticating more products. And then I want to expand into the international world. Medicine is a hard world because the medical world doesn't want to touch this yet. Like they're just like, hey, this is good enough. We want to make sure that our medicines are real and that's all that matters, but we don't want to go too far advanced. But there are brands who want to say, this is mine.
Right.
Like that is the biggest thing to them is authenticity.
Right.
So those brands we're here for. We want to make sure that they can show that this is theirs, provide them a new way to market, and we can provide a new ROI, a return on interest. They get reorders, they get marketing, whatever it might be.
That's dope. Yeah, you did your homework. You did your homework for real, because it is a big problem, especially with like the you said like the drugs, but especially like the clothes and stuff for sure, brands. Like, cause Gucci stuff get fucked up every day.
People, okay.
That'll cause some issues too. People get into a whole lot of fights with that. They be like, yeah, that motherfucker ain't real. Let me see. Dude.
You go by on, hey, we use what, Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah. I do.
Or OfferUp?
Oh yeah, that'll be big for that too.
I'm just saying, how do you even know that's real?
Yeah.
What if I was just sitting in my garage, perfectly replicating every single Nike shoe I was just selling?
Yeah.
How do you know? Or I just bought it from China and I'm shipping them in.
Right. Yeah, that's big.
And Nike started with this. So to give proof of concept, because a lot of people are going to say, well, this is new. Nike spent $30 million, I believe, buying RKFTK, which is an NFT project, which was all about NFTs and then building shoes on the blockchain. So they're authenticating these really crazy style shoes on the blockchain, and if you buy it, you can then scan it, you can make sure that that's real, you can make sure it even moves, I think, like, right? Yeah, it's crazy. But Nike
Move like, what do you mean? Like the shoe actually?
The shoe actually
when you
moves.
have it on?
When you scan it, it fucking like Transformer.
Oh yeah, that's some rich nigga shit. I ain't trying to have my shoes moving on my feet. That's, nah.
I'm not even joking. But
That's
hey,
crazy.
They're stepping into the world of authenticity. They spent millions of dollars to say this NFT project, we're going to apply to shoes.
Would Nike be one of your,
Well, they already bought a product that is producing NFC authentication.
Okay.
So that's why I said industries matter, right? They're doing shoes. I'm not going to go step into shoes. I'm going to go step into medicines, beauty products, health products, anything that we want to put in our body. I want to make sure it's real.
That's big. That's big. So are you not going to doing clothing and stuff?
Of course. So that stuff is easier to do, but my heart goes to making sure that our
medicines and stuff is
everything is
authenticated.
real. Right? My tech works for anything, but
So would the tech be in the actual product, or would it be in the
right
packaging?
you can put it right on the product itself, right? Just
Not
like
on a pill. You gonna put that in the pill?
Oh, that's new tech. I'm working on new tech. I can authenticate a pill just by computer vision.
Oh yeah, they got that.
Yeah, computer vision's getting crazy.
Yeah.
Where I can authenticate it by an invisible layer. People don't even understand that you can print invisible layers on products. I can see exactly what that product is, and you can't. But through that specific
So you creating that as well? Bro, you smart as shit. Check this shit out. I appreciate you for pulling up, man. That's crazy. Like to invisible what?
It's invisible.
And there's
ink,
people out here that
basically.
not even paying attention to that. They just like buying
I can
stuff
do it on
and
clothing.
buying stuff and be like, okay, cool.
Yeah, of course. Like, truthfully, I always say this. How do we know any of this is real?
Yeah, we can't at this point.
So
I know it's real because I got it from the
Exactly.
source.
Now
Not
if
from a third party or a store, I got it from the source. Everything came from the source.
as long as if you give it to me, I know it's real.
Right.
If you don't hand it to me though, if this is your insulin that you survive on every single day, and I say, here you go, you're gonna trust it. But if you're just grabbing it from the store, what if it's water with olive oil?
Do you think it'll disrupt the industry of or the government and whatever they be up to as far as, and then we can go deep. I'm gonna say it because I want to say it, and I don't mean nothing by it.
Yeah.
There's situations to where the doctors that come over here on the plane and they crash the planes and stuff like that. So some companies will not put the right stuff in the right stuff to make sure that certain people don't get the right stuff.
Right.
So do you think that'll disrupt that industry as well?
100%. Because when you are producing a product and it's coming from your manufacturing facility, you have total control of what's inside that product.
But did you hear what I said?
If I step in and say, hey, I am going to verify to your customer that you are saying this formula is what it is, and if it's not, you're held responsible. Or, exactly, if it's not what it is, that's where the big gap comes from. Because right now, technically, any lost medicines, any medicines without data, it's a tax write-off.
What do you mean?
If it's a tax write-off. It's lost. It's not found. Hey, this is lost
From the
goods.
businesses or the consumer?
From the businesses. The businesses. If you lose anything, it's a tax write-off. So, I mean, I would lose a lot of stuff if I could save money.
On
Right?
purpose.
Like, I just in all realness.
Where does this bottle go? Where did it go?
Where did this bottle go? In all realness, but it is that there's benefits in other industries for other people. So if you could take it and say, there's companies who truly want to say, we are doing what we're saying we're doing.
Trying to be even, man. This is the last one, man. Look, yep, exactly. Right there. Not here.
Sir.
Okay, so for the people who need to find this information and
Let me see this.
to find you and to be able to
This is the new stuff. This is good. This is really good.
yeah, it is. So for people who want to find you and to learn more about Lumi,
Okay, Andre, on all socials.
It's right.
Okay, Andre, on all socials. And basically LumiRx. That is the company. If you want to put your authentication, your stamp on your product and say, hey, I want to target my customer, or I just want to build a better product, or I want to track and trace, I can help you with that. That's the easiest way to put it.
Okay, Andre.
Okay, Andre. Right?
And y'all know where to find us at. Openbar Podcast _ openbarpodcast.com. We got a website. Yes, we do. Check us out. Let's get a shot, man. It was a nice conversation talking to you, dude.
Yes, sir.
Smart.
Hey, I want to see this go a lot further, and it definitely will.
One day at a time.
Conversation never on a block.
Meet me by the bar. Bars open. Bars open. Bars open.
Bars.
Meet me